Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, welcome back. Let's get another check of that afternoon forecast. You already said it, but we should say it again. We're probably inching closer and closer to that peak hottest temperatures we're going to see today, Cedric.
Yeah.
Hottest this week, you said.
That's right. Today will be the day the heat dome is perfectly positioned to give us some of the hottest temperatures that we're going to see this week. But then it shifts to the east a little bit. So that actually, it'll stay hot, don't get me wrong. But that'll open the door to maybe less hot weather.
Just not as hot.
That's not hot, exactly. And maybe a raindrop or two somewhere.
That would be nice.
So we got a lot of treats coming up in this forecast. Let's dive into it. Take a look at these temperatures because, yes, folks, it's hot outside already if you haven't stepped out there, but it's going to get hotter as we go through the day. Of course, it's already 90 degrees in Ogden, but it's 93 in Salt Lake City. We've got 88 degrees in Provo. Temperatures around 92 degrees over towards Moab, 90 in Hanksville, 93 in Milford, 94 degrees in Cedar City, and we're seeing those temperatures staying fairly warm at 95 currently in St. George. So we're on record watch as we go throughout this afternoon. We're forecasting a high of about 102 for Salt Lake City at the airport at least. And, you know, that would tie the old high temperature of 102 that was set back in 2007 if we hit 102. If we only hit 101, well, you obviously won't tie the record, but it'll still be pretty hot, right? And it would be our sixth triple-digit day here in Salt Lake City this season. All right, here's a look at those numbers. Again, in your hometown, we've got about 100 expected for us today in Provo, 98 in Logan, 99 in Wendover, about 100 in Delta, 103 in Moab, 107 in St. George. This says 99 around Lake Powell, but I think areas in and around Lake Powell will likely dip or jump into the triple digits as well. In fact, we've got a extreme heat warning that's in effect for Lake Powell, the Glen Canyon area. This is where temperatures here, again, could get their way around 104, 105 this afternoon. And because it didn't cool off much last night, it's not going to cool off much tonight. That heat is just going to kind of it really fester a little bit into the evening and overnight hours. And because of the prolonged period of heat, that could lead to some heat illnesses out there in some spots. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're going to be out and about. Otherwise, look at the wildfire threat here across the state today. You'll notice that we are starting to ramp that back up. It's in the elevated category from southwest Wyoming over towards Cache Valley, down across the western half of the state as you get west of I-15 there, including the West Desert and southwest Utah. Breezy, dry conditions means that any sparks that get going can spread quickly. And notice Thursday, that starts to spread out even more, especially across central and southern portions of the state. And not only are we talking about the breezy, drier conditions that could lead to some of those fire concerns, we're going to add in that potential of some of those dry thunderstorms with some lightning that could lead to some of those fires getting started. So it may actually add a little spark to the things, especially as we go into your Thursday. So for today, right now, we do have in this magenta shaded color here, we've got a fire weather warning in effect here. This includes portions of the Bear River Range area, also down towards the Wasatch back, including places like Heber City and Park City. The Uinta's under a fire weather watch. And then notice by Thursday, we've got most of the state here, especially north, east, and southern portions of the state under a fire weather watch. So again, that conditions spread out across the state. The good news we have for you, though, is we start to tap into some of that monsoon moisture with that southerly flow as high pressure slides to the east. So that may help us out a little bit with rain chances. So today, could see a couple of pop-ups over the Uintas and southwest Wyoming, maybe over Box Elder County. And then this evening into tonight, we may see a shower or two make its way across the valley. But notice better coverages across the state of some isolated showers and downpours as we go into your Thursday afternoon. We'll keep our fingers crossed for a quick little good dousing of rain, and that will likely continue into your Friday as well. In fact, by Friday, we may add enough juice to the atmosphere to give us some pockets of locally heavier rainfall. So we do have a isolated flash flooding threat here for portions of central and southern Utah. So if you're going to be recreating down south, be careful in those slot canyons and areas like that where we could deal with some quickly rising water levels if we start to see any of those isolated storms developing in that region. St. George, 107 for your high today, 105 on your Thursday. Again, a couple of isolated storms will be possible here through Saturday, but that may help to lower those temperatures below 100 by the weekend. We'll take that. The Wasatch Front, 102. If we hit 102, that will tie the old record. It'll be breezy with that elevated fire threat. And then we're looking at temperatures maybe trending lower as we head towards the weekend with that slight uptick in that chance of isolated showers and storms for the end of the week. Listen.